into points. Way to get after it.
And James throws it down.
The young phenom, LeBron James, showing he can be trusted in those pivotal moments.
Hey, welcome to What If on 2K. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. It is really making my day. Quick channel update. We are actually up to 42 subscribers. Now, I looked back and I started this channel September 2nd, and now it is over here in Seoul, South Korea. It is October 3rd. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys supporting the channel, and I look forward to more videos. With that being said, we are on episode 2 of the 2003 Redraft Careers. Oh yes, don't forget that I do have the YouTube chapters down below so that you can kind of skip at your own leisure. If you don't want to look at the in-depth stats or whatever, you can just jump to whichever part of the video that interests you most. As a sports fan in general, I've always loved stats and kind of a stat nerd. And I wanted to kind of show you guys with our top 5 players a little breakdown list that I did. So I made a little Google Doc here, and I kind of did a summary of each of our top 5 players of the 2003 redraft, of course, including the whole what if scenario if Jordan was included in that. And so let's take a look at the summary that I did here. So Michael Jordan was drafted number 1 by the Nuggets. His accolades were second team all defense, first team all rookie. He had an injury, which I didn't realize. He had a torn left tricep, and he was out for 3 weeks. So he missed, that's 11 games. Here are his overall stats: 26, 4.5, 5.7, 2 steals, 1.1 blocks, 3.1 turnovers, 60% from the field. That is super efficient. And something to kind of note here is that he had a plus minus of plus 3.5. So that's pretty good, especially when you kind of compare it to the other 5 players. His team went 46-36. He got the 5th seed. And the year before he was drafted, his team had a power ranking of 22nd. Then before this season, after he was drafted, they were 16th, and then after the season, they were 10th. So keep that in mind. I'm going to show you the other players. So then we'll look at LeBron James. He was drafted number 3 by the Pacers, and he's got the accolades out of all of them. He was an all-star this year, his rookie season. First team All-NBA, second team All-Defense Rookie of the Year, first team All-Rookie. He had 0 injuries. That kind of sounds like LeBron. He's definitely very, he's like an Iron Man when it comes to that. Here are his stats. Incredible stats. Not as efficient as Jordan, but who was? And then he had a plus minus of plus 1.5. Much lower, but still a plus than Jordan. Now, this is interesting because the Pacers only went 40-42, despite LeBron's amazing accolades. And they were 24th before LeBron was drafted, and then they were 7th at the beginning of the season. He got Baron Davis. But then after this season, before the playoffs, they fell 4 spots to the 11th. That's weird. That's interesting. I think they did not obviously do as good as their power ranking was before the season, because they only went 40-42, which that is definitely something to think about. And then let's look at Dwayne Wade here. So he was drafted number 2, which shocked the whole NBA because they did not take LeBron. But he was drafted number 2 with the Grizzlies. He was first team all defense, first team all rookie, was an Iron Man in the first season. Here are his stats. Nothing to be to shy about. I mean, these are very impressive numbers. He was first team all defense, a really good field goal percentage, much higher 3-point percentage. I was really shocked by that. And he had a plus minus of plus 3.0. And out of all the teams, I think Dwayne Wade had the best record out of all 5 of our players that we're comparing and contrasting, 50-32. Now, the beginning of the year, the 2002-2003, before the whole 2003 draft was they were ranked 29th. But after they got Dwayne, they were 8th, and then they moved up 3 spots to 5th, as well as the 4th seed in the playoffs. So a lot of people probably were really not happy with the fact that they passed up LeBron, but the team and the numbers don't lie. I mean, they've got to be pretty happy with Dwayne Wade. And then let's look at Carmelo Anthony. Oh, oops, that's not right. He was drafted... he was drafted number 4. All right, so Carmelo Anthony, he only had 1 accolade, first team all-rookie. He had a bruised hip for only only 2 weeks. He only missed 2 games though. Bruised left hip. He must have played through it. Almost 25 points a game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Good numbers, good shooting numbers here. 40% from the 3, but look at this. Minus 1.3 on the plus minus. That's kind of a semi-indictment against Carmelo. They went 42-40. They got the 3rd seed because of the division. Their Pacific division was really weak. Now the year before Carmelo was drafted, they were 23rd. And then when Carmelo was drafted, they were actually worse on the power rankings at 25. But to his credit, they got up to 17th. And they did, even though they only went 42-40, they did make the playoffs, and they got the 3rd seed. So even though he was a minus 1.3, and after it's all said and done, he helped his team get to the playoffs. But that plus minus, yikes. Now Chris Bosh, this is really sad. Okay, well, he did get the accolades of 2nd team all defense, 1st team all rookie. But look at this. He tore his left Achilles the second to last game of the season. And he's actually not scheduled to be completely healed from a torn left Achilles until well into the second season, their second season. So he won't even be healed at the start of next season. Now, he had the lowest points per game at almost 21 points, but he did get 11 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.3 steals, 1.6 blocks. He was a great defender, 2nd team all defense. His field goal percentage is pretty low, but for a big man at 30%, not bad, especially back in 2003. He had a plus minus of plus 1.1. He did help his team get to the 5th seed. They were 19th before he was drafted, 15th at the beginning of the season, and 12th after the season. So this is kind of my nerdy, these are my nerdy things here that I like to look at. But I thought it was pretty fascinating to just kind of put it down on pen and paper and kind of look at how each of the players did. I think the biggest thing I was surprised by is the plus minus of Carmelo Anthony being minus 1.3 and Jordan having the highest plus minus of 3.5. But it looks like all the players did help their teams get better, except LeBron's team went down a little bit to the 11th, and then Carmelo Anthony's, actually his team got better as the season went on. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, there you go. Those are the little stats that I wanted to create and show you guys. Now on to the playoff bracket. I wanted to throw out a little disclaimer that I had to take temporary control of each of the teams that our players are on, because if I simulate through the playoffs, I don't want to accidentally end up simulating that particular game. I won't be controlling any of the coaching lineup changes, etc. Some of you might be aware that I do have another episodic career rebuild going on currently. It is the Jordan career rebuild. You can check that out right up here. So, what I decided to do is I'm going to play all the games of full CPU versus CPU, 48 minutes of each of the games. However, I am not going to make you guys sit and watch all of that. I'm going to splice up the highlights and not use my own voiceover, but I'm going to have a little bit less highlights, of course, that I do with the other rebuild. But I'll show you the highlights, I'll show you the stats, I'll show you how each of the players performed. So I would definitely appreciate any comments that you guys have. Let me know what you think, if you think I should try to approach it differently. This is still a very organic process that I'm trying to figure out, but I'm definitely having a lot of fun along the way, and I hope you guys find this entertaining. Be aware that after the highlights, I will have some thoughts and comments and show you stats, etc. But without further ado, let's jump into the highlights and see how far we get. Roll the tape.
In this game, we'll see the Portland Trail Blazers going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside Anthony. Hands it from downtown. Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball. Anthony's got 6 points. Arenas, 5 points in the game. Going inside, and he dunks it in right on Zach Randolph, right over Zebo. Here's Peterson from deep, and another three for the Clippers. Just to the inside, Anthony kicks to Anderson. That's in there. Anthony with the assist to Woods from outside the arc, and the Trailblazers another. James, a screen on Knight. From deep, Arenas buries it from three-point range.
Well, that's it for the first quarter. The Clippers jumped out to an 11-point lead. Carmelo Anthony leading the Blazers with 8 points. Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero, leading with 17 points. And the Clippers just seem a lot bigger than the Blazers. Let's go to the second quarter.
After the basket by Los Angeles. And the three ball is good. Anthony's got 11 in the game. Brand sets a screen for Arenas. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
3 and a 9.
The Trailblazers working the ball around now. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And boy, great floor awareness from
Dooling for three. Second shot opportunity. And Brand with the lay-in. Good. And the outside Knight. Here's Anthony. That's good. The assist that time from Knight.
And Melo is highly explosive, nailing shots left and right. The D has got to get it out.
Trail by 20. Anthony on the wing. Hits it from three-point range. Anthony's got a couple of three-pointers.
Well, that ends the half, folks. The Clippers have a gigantic lead. They jumped out to now a 17-point lead. Melo has 22 points to lead all Blazer scorers, but Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero, is already at 25 points. The big key here is that the Clippers are just so much bigger. With Elton Brand and Alonzo Mourning, they are completely out-rebounding the smaller Blazers. Not to mention that they are shooting lights out. We'll see if the Blazers can make it a game as we go to the third quarter.
And the rejection by Brand.
Perfect timing on the rejection there. This is the type of defense Brand can play.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow. Pass to Mourning. Over Randolph. Brand trying to free himself up. Mourning's shot is good. Mourning's got his second basket of the game. And another great look at the 2K drive.
It's all about
Third
the
quarter. Fires from 18, and the jumper falls for him. Anthony's got 24.
These hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
Covered by Brand. 11 feet away. That's good from Randolph on the assist by Anderson. Randolph's got 8.
And that is textbook perfect, the bounce pass. Exactly.
Lets it go with the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Arenas has got drives to the hoop and finished off by Brand.
And look at the focus on this drive from Brand. He won't stop.
The Blazers are showing a lot of heart right now. They outscored the Clippers 28-25 in the third quarter, with Carmelo Anthony leading the way with 11 points, although Gilbert Arenas had 13 points and Elton Brand had 10 points. We are going into an interesting fourth quarter.
Dishes to Arenas. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Outside Anthony. Fires for three. Traps in the tray. Anthony's got 36.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot.
Passes it to Anthony. Over Hayes. Here's Randolph. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Randolph's got dish now to Randolph. Beyond the arc. A nice shot by Anderson.
So hard to challenge these shots. I mean, especially against the better shooters.
Anderson outside. Here's Anthony. Banked in off the glass. Anthony's got 38 points.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates. What the big fella's there for.
Anderson wide open. It's good from long range. Anderson's got 6 points in the. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Carmelo throws it down.
Wow. Just wow. I mean, Anthony.
1 or 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Arenas. Oh, and the jam by Arenas.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
No, he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Anderson's got 9 back to Anthony. Sinks the 15-footer. Anthony's got 42 in the game. And here's Anthony for 3. Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss. We've got 1:23 left in the game. Here's Arenas. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. And Anthony gets double-teamed. Anderson passes to Wells. Sinks the triple. Wells has got 9 points. Arenas trying to free himself up. They retain possession. Wells misses the 3. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good on the shot. And the
Clippers prevail 120-112. But I have to say, give it to the Blazers. Carmelo Anthony as a rookie, he really pulled within, like 3 points with less than 2 minutes to go? He had 42 points for the Blazers. But Arenas topped him with 50 points. Elton Brand had 23 points and 12 rebounds. All in all, I'm pretty impressed with the Blazers. Hats off to the Blazers. They did a pretty good job after it's all said and done. Stay tuned for the next highlights between the rookie Michael Jordan's Nuggets and the rookie Dwayne Wade's Grizzlies.
And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the Denver Nuggets. Wade on the wing. Poked away and stolen by Jordan. Here's Payton. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. A floater.
You know, the defense Gary Payton brings to the table is high-level special. He works hard to alter every shot.
Driving to the basket. That puts them in the lead.
I like the direct path that Williams takes to the rim. Turns the Jets on and gets to the hoop in a hurry.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
Shot clock at 6. And slam dunk by Jordan.
No doubt about the brilliance of Jordan as a player. Outstanding at knowing when to go get that alley-oop.
Ball's not loose. Shot clock at 5. The pump fake kept the D off balance again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Michael Jordan using that strength of his.
Posey. Corner shot. The shot's good. That's 7 points for Williams.
I like the way Williams hunts his shot. Doesn't rush anything and really kind of lets things come.
The Nuggets up 28-21 in the first quarter. Michael Jordan with 16 points. Dwayne Wade with just 2. Jordan went to the foul line for 5 times. Camby had 2 early fouls, and the Nuggets had 5 steals. Let's see what happens in the second.
Wade with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Gasol up top. Back to Wade. And the layup falls.
And what about the way Gasol sees the floor? So gifted at whipping the ball all over.
Payton looking it over. And finished off by Anderson.
Really love watching Payton dish it out like that. He's a true floor general.
And here is Posey. And they call the foul, so he's got the and screen on Payton. Inside, fades away, and it's Gasol with the bucket inside. Chest, he's guarded by Battier. Here's Jordan. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Jordan. Now here's Wade. He's guarded closely. And Jordan sends it back. Pass to Bowen. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. And that'll be his third foul so far. Shot from free throw range. Shot's good from Mason. Mason's got the lead up the... Rose sets the screen for Jordan. And that one over Jordan. Here's Coleman. That's in, and he found his range with that half. Here's Coleman. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Denver passing it around. Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
Jordan, so sweet to watch in the air. What a treat.
Outside Williams. He locks up the alley-oop pass.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
The Nuggets up 53-45 over the Grizzlies. Michael Jordan with 26 points for his first playoff game, while his counterpart, Dwayne Wade, only had 8 points and was kind of in foul trouble the first half with 3. Let's see if the Grizzlies can rally here in the third quarter.
No one near Payton as he lets it go. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Payton's got on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Williams against Payton. And stolen by Payton. Here's Jordan. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Now here's Payton. Posey covering. Here's Anderson. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Anderson's got 11 points.
And this is how you want to come out of the half.
And here's Wade. Jacks up a 3. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Wow, what a buzzer beater by Wade. The Nuggets up 79-67, Jordan with 34 points, and Gary Payton 14 points and 9 assists as we go into the fourth quarter.
From 11 feet away, it's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 7th assist here tonight. Setting the pick for Wade. Shot clock at 6. Fires, high post. Again, Memphis.
Wade can knock it down from any place on the floor.
The jump hook, and Gasol gets it to go. And that's 12 points for Pau Gasol. Here's Mason. And there's Camby. That's good on him. Here's Jordan. The jumper from the free throw line is good. And the feed to Mason. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan.
It all started with the pass.
Well, the Nuggets won pretty handedly over the Grizz, 103-89. It was 2 things: turnovers that hurt the Grizzlies, and the Nuggets D was pretty tenacious. Michael Jordan had 40 points and Dwayne Wade had 16. We just got news from the locker room that Dwayne Wade has a sore left knee and is considered day-to-day. We'll have to find out if he's going to be ready for Game 2. Stay tuned because we have highlights of the Pacers and Nets.
And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New Jersey Nets going up against the Indiana Pacers. Collins, a screen on Davis. Kidd passes to Collins. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in.
The superb basketball IQ of Jason Kidd, scanning and surveying the whole floor, and then zero
to Martin over Nance. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins. Back to Martin. And finished off by Martin.
And this is Martin at his best, getting that deep position and putting on field goals.
And finished off by LeBron.
What an athlete LeBron is, showing off the verticals.
The 11-footer, Kidd, good.
Excellent all-around performance so far.
On the wing, James. Over Kidd. Nice shot from the wing.
Looking almost automatic. For a guy that skipped college, James is pretty polished.
Here's Martin. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Martin's got his third bucket of the night.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Here's Harrington. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harrington's got a...
That's the end of the first quarter. The Nets up 29-20. The Pacers kind of look like a deer in headlights. Jason Collins beasting with 12 points already in the first. Let's go to the second quarter.
Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
If you don't get a body on Martin, win.
A wide open look here for Terry. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Terry's got 7 points in the game. Takes the three. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Beautiful job.
A three ball. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots. Back to Martin. And finished off by Martin.
And I tell you what, once he gets in a groove, it's just tough to slow Martin down.
To the middle, here's Terry. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
At a size disadvantage, clearly.
To the paint, here's Crozier. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Claxton the pass to Terry. Here's the drive. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Dangerous on the drive. Once Terry's got
Wow, that was a tale of 2 quarters. Indiana up by 1, 55-54. Jason Terry was unconscious at the 3-point line. He had 23 points. Al Harrington had 9 points. Kenyon Martin, Kmart, added 23 points for the Nets. This looks like it's going to be a barn burner.
Floats it up for James. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
All you have to do is lob it LeBron's way. He'll take care.
Three-pointer. And that one falls coming off him. Davis against Kidd. Looking for Jefferson. He gets it there. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Back to Martin. 6 to shoot. And here's Kidd from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Kidd's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Oh, man, that was cold-blooded. Nasty.
Pass to Jones. Launches it. That's in there. Davis with the Jones. From deep. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production.
Jones against Kidd. And the basket is good. Kidd's got 5 points now this quarter. From about 19 feet. And again, it's Indiana. Pass to Harrington for the three. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Claxton. He has 5. For 3 points, Harrington. And the Pacers another 3. Here's Harrington. And the rejection by Collins. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
It's a different...
Here's Claxton. Outside Terry. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And this is the game.
Wow, the Pacers up 89-82. Al Harrington, huge off the bench with 20 points. Jason Terry with 29 points. And Kmart, Kenyon Martin, is trying to keep the Nets alive with 30 points. Let's see what happens in the 4th.
Pass to Harrington. Here's Terry. Shakes him. Yep, right through the net. Terry's got 31.
he's been so far.
In transition, here come the Nets. And finished off by Collins.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys. James outside. This one for three. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
3 points.
And he looks better from that range.
Martin. Terrific assist and nice finish. James outside. The trade. And the rebound goes to Martin. 5 on the clock. And finished off by Martin.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back.
Hands a screen on Jefferson. LeBron passes it in. And then slams it in.
Looking like a pet right there, running the pick and roll. LeBron so quick at making.
Nifty move. He takes it up and lays it in. Collins has got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And it's official.
Terry against Jefferson. Terry the pass to Nance. And then slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Jefferson. And right on through for another finish. Down low. Here's Kidd. Another one falls for New Jersey.
Into point. Way to get after it.
And James throws it down.
The young phenom, LeBron James, showing he can be trusted in those pivotal moments.
Pass to Martin. And finished off by Martin.
And Martin doesn't mind having a little spotlight shined on him because this guy.
Pass to Jefferson. There's the three. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. Here's LeBron. Kenyon Martin comes up with the rebound. Nets leading by 3. For 3. And the Nets another 3.
And we always.
And here is LeBron. On the wing.
Wow, that was the closest game of all three. The Nets won 118 to 110. Kmart was huge with 40 points. Jason Collins had 28 points and 10 rebounds. Jason Terry played lights out with 31 points and 9 assists. But the Indiana Pacers kind of targeted LeBron to take them home in the end of that fourth quarter. And unfortunately, LeBron was not able to deliver. But the Nets are definitely a powerhouse, and they will be tough to beat. Let's see if LeBron and company can come back and take game 2. Let's take a look at the team comparison and the box scores of each of the 3 games. Yeah, looking at the team comparison, the Clippers just shot the ball better than the Blazers, shooting 51% compared to 45%. They had more points in the paint, and quite frankly, I think they just had a better player in Gilbert Arenas. But you got to give Carmelo Anthony his props. He definitely was balling as his first playoff game his rookie season. And looking at Carmelo, he had 42 points, 16 of 33 shooting. That's not bad. High volume shooter for sure. Derek Anderson actually had a pretty decent game. 19 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 of 9 shooting from 3. Zebo, 16 points, 11 rebounds. Bonzi Wells, 14 points. He actually had a pretty decent game too. But yeah, they just didn't have the size that the Clippers had. When you look at the Clippers, they had Alonzo Mourning, they had Elton Brand. Both of those guys had double digits in rebounding. Gilbert Arenas just, he shot the ball amazing. 7 of 11 at three-point land. Morris Peterson had a really good start at the game, really helping them out at the beginning with 19 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. That's crazy. So that's the Clippers and the Blazers for you. The Nuggets and the Grizzlies. Michael Jordan's Nuggets. Yeah, they had more points in the paint. They had more assists than the Grizzlies. They had a few more rebounds, but the big thing is look at the steals, 21-9. They were with the glove, Gary Payton, and first team all defense and Michael Jordan. Yeah, that's that's tough. And then when you go 25 of 27 from the free throw line, yeah, that's going to be hard to defeat. And looking at the Grizzlies, 18 points and 12 rebounds for Gasol. James Posey had a pretty decent game. But Dwayne Wade, he just got in foul trouble against Jordan. And then, I don't know if you heard in my report at the end of the game, but Dwayne Wade is out sore right now. He's day-to-day sore left knee. So, yeah, that's tough for the Grizzlies because, I mean, already they were getting pretty walloped already. So that's tough to lose him. Hopefully he'll be able to play game 2, though. He might play even with a sore left knee. Jason Williams, white chocolate. He just didn't shoot the ball well, but he was getting his assists, but his turnovers were pretty high. And then looking at the Nuggets, MJ, 40 points, 11 of 23. GP, 14 and 9 with 3 steals. Marcus Camby, 14 points, 15 rebounds, 4 steals. He was an all-star last year. Desmond Mason, he played injured. He is a bruised right forearm, but he played through the pain, so that's pretty cool. Chris Bird Anderson, 11 points, 10 rebounds. Yeah, the Nuggets, they looked good with Jordan. Now, let's take a look at the last game, the number 1 seeded New Jersey Nets. The Pacers had a tall order anyways, but let's take a look at the Pacers here. So the Nets, they shot the Pacers took 12 of 29 from 3 points versus the Nets 4 of 7. But the Nets had way more opportunities at the free throw line. The Pacers bench outscored the Nets, but the Nets got more steals. But yeah, I think in the end, even though the Pacers with Al Harrington and Jason Terry was crazy, the Nets were just too much to handle in the end. 40 points, 6 rebounds for Kmart. Jason Collins, he played out of his mind. I don't know if they're going to get another game like that from him. 28 points and 10 rebounds. Jason Kidd was solid, of course. 16 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 5 steals, only 3 turnovers. RJ, 15, 6, and 6. Andre Miller had 8 assists off the bench. Kerry Kittles didn't do much, but he didn't have to in the end because he had those other guys. And then let's look at the Pacers. Jason Terry, 31 and 9. He was lights out for a while there. Al Harrington off the bench. That's a big luxury to have a 6-man like that off the bench. This guy is it's a 2K fake player, but he didn't have a bad game for the Pacers. LeBron James, man, that was tough though. I'm sure LeBron will bounce back. He obviously, the accolades that he has, look at his accolades here. Yeah, look at that. I think he'll probably have a game that he comes back at. So I think the Pacers will give the Nets a run for their money though, for sure. Baron Davis, I'm sure he's going to have a better game too. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, only 4 of 10 shooting, 0 of 6 from 3-point land. So while, I think the Pacers have a game or two in them. Definitely at least a gentleman's sweep, I would say. There you have it, the first games of round 1 in our 2003 redraft. Now, you might have forgotten what happened to Chris Bosh. We did not have the Cleveland Cavaliers play because Chris Bosh is injured and he will be out the rest of the season. So there was no reason to really play his team. Well, this has been incredibly fun, and I hope you all enjoyed all of the work that I put into this one. I would really appreciate it if you could smash that like button, make comments down below, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. In the meantime, you guys, as always, please stay safe. God bless. Peace out.